It's time for us to plug into an app that I think in many ways is almost surprising that it hasn't surfaced earlier. There does seem to be an app for just about everything, of course, these days. But there's not a kind of go-to when it comes to tradies. Well, there is, as it happens. There is now. On the line is a bloke who was pretty much behind the developing of Jack. And managing director of the Jack app is Trevor Pugh. G'day, Trevor.
Good morning, Darren. How are you?
Yeah, very well. I was just thinking that, I'm surprised this hasn't happened earlier. Is it you two sort of thinking, gee, this needs to be done? Was it just a gap that needed to be filled?
Darren, my co-founders in the business run a building and maintenance operation in real world, and had a tender which they were providing work from on a sort of at-once basis. Mm-hmm. So over the glass of red wine and the beer, we decided there might be a better way of doing this. And we thought, well, look, if we can put all this onto a tap and swipe type application on smartphones, we thought it could be a good thing, and that's how it all began.
So how does it go from an idea over a red wine to something that now is looking at expanding into into other states?
Yeah, look, there's lots of these app ideas that start at most dinner parties you go to now. Everyone's got a great app idea. Yep. We then worked through a sort of a snapshot research of what was happening in this marketplace, because this is well established. The trading marketplace is well established. Mm. So our research showed us that with service providers, electricians, plumbers, locksmiths, glaziers, they are the four that we are focusing on. Okay. The feedback from those guys was that there's a frustration with not being paid once they'd concluded the job, and heightened frustration by spending a lot of their time doing quotes on work, and then missing a quote, spending hours doing quotes and missing a job by $50 or $60 in the quoting space. So we've designed this so that that is eliminated. Our service providers basically only pay when they get a guaranteed job, and we do all the marketing for them and basically send a push notification to their telephone to let them know that the job is available.
So if there's, I assume there's a whole bunch of people in those areas that can be standing by ready to do a job. Do you ever sort of get overwhelmed and there's more work than you can fill?
Well, we hope so, yeah.
Not yet, though.
Not yet, though. Look, the response, Darren, from the service providers in Perth, we opened up in Perth as a test market, and we were overwhelmed with the response from the service providers. So that gave us a bit of a tick that we were onto something that was being very well received. We then opened up Melbourne as another part of our stage sort of rollout, and once again, the service provider response there has been fantastic.
And that really is the trick, isn't it? Because obviously, you've got to make sure that the blokes the people that you're finding work for are happy with the process, because otherwise, it's never going to get any legs, is it?
Correct. So, as part of that process, what we do, if a plumber, for example, wants to come onto the platform, it's free for them to apply to be on the platform. They go through an onboarding process where we police check them, insurance, qualifications, all that sort of thing, so that we make sure that we're sending the best possible qualified person out there to complete this work.
Well, that's certainly going to be something pretty reassuring for people out there looking for tradies, because that's something that, you can't do, perusing through the trades and services guide at the back of the local paper. Exactly. So that's definitely a plus on the old school techniques. Do people have to download the app? What's the process to get hold of it?
Yeah, so for service providers, they can simply go to our website, www.jackapp.com.au, and service providers can do their application there. And as I said, it's free for service providers. For customers, for anybody at home that wants to use the app, simply download it for free on any smartphone device. And it's
Jack, J-A-K, if you're looking for it.
That's correct, yep.
What was the theory behind that?
Well, no real theory, yeah.
Easy to spell.
easy to spell and high recall. Okay. Is what we went with, yeah.
You can't go wrong with three letters, can you? Oh, well, no. It's brilliant. And obviously it's something that's coming together as you're, expanding it throughout other states at this stage. You've done Victoria, heading to New South Wales and Queensland. That's a good sign.
Oh, look, we've been... we've been pushed by, high quality problem. We've been pushed by a customer base that's asking us to go and open up those geographic areas.
Yeah, right.
So we think that's a very good problem to have.
Absolutely. And so people can, and this is the other thing for those that are looking for tradies that you maybe missed, but is quite an important point. You actually get to fix the rate ahead of time. Is that right?
Correct. So what you'll have is once any of the customers download the app, you'll see a little drop-down box that you just touch, and depending on which trade you have chosen, the rates are basically sitting there in front of you. So you can have a look at that and go, yep, there's the rate. It includes my first half hour of service and so on. And then they can communicate directly with the tradesperson.
Wow. And that certainly doesn't hurt to go in informed. Oh, look, there's not much about this I don't like the sound of, and I reckon there's a few people that are keen. So JAK, Jack, download that app and you'll have a tradie at your fingertips. Brilliant. And like I say, I can't believe it. I can't believe that it's only now that we're seeing this, Trevor.
Yeah, Daren, look, it's been, as I said, the response in Perth has been fantastic, and we are Perth born and bred, so we're a bit parochial, of course.
Of course.
With jobs that we're filling at the moment, the jobs are being filled in under 16 minutes. So we time that
Wow.
people that are busy and don't want to be caught up looking at their local rag or searching Google for a service provider, all you have to do is tap and swipe on the app, and there's available qualified tradesmen ready for you.
Sounds brilliant. Another great local idea, which we are pleased to stand behind, or at least tell you about. Check it out. Jack, download the app. And Trevor Pugh, Managing Director and founder of a trades app, Jack. Great to chat.
Thank you very much, Darren. Appreciate your support. Thank you.
No worries. Brilliant idea. I love it.